Hello everyone, Elite Gamer here, and I'll be doing a Let's Play of Batman Returns for the Super Nintendo. Time for our 16-bit Michael Keaton to really get down to business. It's cape and cowl time, everyone. Ambush, eh? We'll soon see about that. Oh dang. Sorry, this stupid controller's getting a bit iffy because it's a turbo controller, see, so I just need to give this a little tweak to sort this out. Give me a minute, we'll sort this out. Dang it, who else you can interfere with this Let's Play computer? That's better. Yeah, if certain, the trouble with these turbo controllers, especially with Super Nintendo, certain things had to be set up in a certain way. You know, if the wrong levers on it are at a wrong setting or otherwise, then it'll bugger up the whole process. It's alright kids, Batman's here to save the day, again. Little no wonder we don't see much of Commissioner Gordon in this game, but then what do you expect when he never did a lot in the Tim Burton Batman films? Try that for size, son. Get out of it. Oh great, another get on a bike. Now put that overgrown pea shooter down, you pellet, before you get out. Or don't, it's entirely up to you. I'm just a scary Dark Avenger of the night, and you're just a couple of pugs coming at me with your bare hands and a faffing bazooka. Yeah, you really haven't thought this through, all you lot, have you? Boy, well, sorry. I said I'm sorry about it. All I said was no clowning around. It's hammer time. Or in this case, head bashing time. Come and get me. We're such a great team. Don't let me come between you. Get off the... I don't like how you try to attack me when you're the ones trying to cause havoc in Gotham City. Where do you expect us to go? How? How do you expect us to go at all? You know, you may want to just stay down, guys, because it's not going to end well for you, you know? Alright, let's come back here. Faff it, don't tell me I've got to start this game up all over again. Goodness sake, crying out loud, fella, come out of there. Where have you gone to? Damn it. How the hell did it take me that long to be able to hit this guy? Blimey, glitcherama, anyone? Ooh. Remind me to buy them a new window after I've finished saving the city. The biggest trick in getting through the game is trying to make your lives last as long as they absolutely can. Which is doable, certainly, but it can be easier said than done on other levels. Yeah, when you get like all kinds of opposition having at you. Where a care in the world. Their own fault for their own safety. Blimey. Santa really let his grotto go. That's putting it mildly from where I'm sitting. Yeah, just one of those annoyances, I suppose, in between. Very big annoyance. If you hear that sound just then, that means you get an extra life. Yeah, you can get extra lives by hanging on to continues for a volatile amount of time, and also bapping quite a phenomenal amount of enemies. Now, of all the bosses, this is probably the most easiest boss in the game. Now look how fast his health's going down. You're practically nearly out of it all completely. Now he is. Another thing I could never understand about this film, and the game especially, which I'll go into in a bit after I read this. Wow, the Batman. Or is it just Batman? The cowering lady saved by Batman was Selina Kyle, lonely secretary to Max Schreck, the most powerful businessman in Gotham City. A mysterious creature known only as the Penguin has hidden in the sewers. He's allies with Max Schreck to destroy the mayor's reputation, allowing himself to become the new mayor of Gotham City. Burn, baby, burn. Oh, there'll be a battle, all right. Of that I have no doubt. Yeah, oh, hello guys. Yeah, there's been too much juvenile delinquency around this time of the year, so I'm basically the equivalent of what Gotham GCPD send in to clean up the problem. When he, you, ish, this, that, and the other won't get the message. Bit far from your bowling alley, mate, aren't you? Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. I do find it very odd that in both Batman Returns the movie and Batman Returns the game on Super Nintendo, that we actually end up fighting clowns from the Red Triangle Circus gang. Yeah, that's not, pardon me, that's not an unfaithful representation with a game based upon the movie with Batman Returns. That's not so much the issue. The issue I'm finding, a rather big question mark looming over my head rather than an issue, with that. Why is it that it is that we're fighting the Penguin's forces, but they're all made up of clowns? Well, how does that make any sense? Last I checked, shouldn't clown troops be the equivalent of the Joker's MO? You know, his way of doing things, his proverbial calling card. Always thought that made a lot more sense than Another thing, like, how does the Penguin even get like the Red Triangle Circus gang to fight for him? Because it's not like we ever see that details hand for hand anywhere in the movie. From the minute the film kicks off, they basically just jump into the fray and do his bidding, or any accumulated backstory and how it all came about. You know, like, where did he even get these minions for? And that's without including the blueprints to the Batmobile in one part of the movie, so he could mess about with it as he saw fit. I don't know, all in all, I'm not sure what to make of Batman Returns the movie. I mean, like, I grew up and sat down and watched it with on VHS as many, like anyone else did throughout the 1980s and 90s and so on. But the problem is, bear in mind, it's not... I like how the parents complained about it being too violent. Well, hello, it's a Batman movie, what did they expect? Batman's about this brooding, emotionally dead character who hangs on to what he has left of his sanity and goodwill by bending the rules in a way that the GCPD wouldn't even encourage to do, never mind be thought dead or alive doing it. Well, no, don't about knock his chin, and I think I knocked his roof in with that one. Now put down the Skittles, or we'll learn you a lesson there, son. Hey, mate. Not a good idea to play with fire, fella. Because you know what happens. So I don't even know why you're doing it. Why do you do it? Previously on Batman Returns, that wasn't very nice, sir. I find it very doubtful that, as big as this fella is, he could actually make the whole screen vibrate with just bouncing up and down on his backside. Get out of it, boys, get out of it. Blimey. When they say the house is coming down, they really mean it round here. Blimey. Pushing those matchsticks a bit too far out building, don't you think, son? And I call a doormat in my place, an environmental nuisance. They want to see on the shoddy work or whatever's triggered this fiery antics. Well, it's not like I've got 1,000 chain smokers up and down my area. Hello, get with the sword at 12 o'clock, whatever time of the day or night it is. Have at thee, have at thee. Ah, good aim, you hit one of your own. Uh-oh. Desperate fisticuffs. Now you really want to don't underestimate these fellas if you can help it. Just finish them off quickly. because they can be very one-hit wonder and cheap tactics with them swords if they frickin' get a good whack on you. You do have a block button, but personally I don't really see any point in using it, because what's the point of the block button? I mean, you take damage anyway by blocking. Isn't? Oh, so there's no point in even using it. Oh, you like getting knocked around, don't you, boys? Look, just stop being a pair of pellets, and then maybe we can talk this over, yeah? If not, then yeah. Oh, lovely. Clown with a bum. This isn't going to end well. Yeah, I reckon. I bet 20p if that blooming thing exploded near a clown. Anywhere but this game. Their body, as much as functions, will be about as proficiently all together as the Skywalker family. Ooh, nice try, clown face. Nice try. I don't know about sending the clowns. I'm going to send you back to Penguin. With more bruises between you for trying to harm innocent people than what they get in most sitcoms before and afterwards. Oh, that's a... Why don't you put down that overgrown pea shooter and fight me like a man? Blimey, call me when you put a sign scope on that thing. You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, let alone me. Also, you're trying to fight me or yourselves? I like the way he jumps through that little dark area in the door. It was like he's holding like binoculars or something. Certain moves Batman does actually do end up biting you in the back of the cape. Because if you do trigger certain moves, they eat away at your health. Not so dissimilarly different to what they would do in arcades, such as Streets of Rage or a Final Fight. Yeah, this is the git that Batman encounters in like 1.5 seconds when he hits Batman, and Batman hits the guy back, and when the guy looks down he realizes that he's got a bomb attached to him, and he decides to and then he just hits the guy out of the way, so the bomb actually explodes, destroying the guy. Yeah. I like before that, where this cornucopia that Batman doesn't kill. Yeah. Try making that argument stick in the Burton verse. At least if it could be helped in the Batman the Animated Series, it actually stuck to that code of honor. So you kind of told me, have you? You're not the mayor. Things change. You don't really think you'll win, do you? Things change. Meow. After destroying Shrek's department store, Catwoman escapes to the safety of a nearby rooftop. Oh, going cat hunting now, are we? Alright, as you say, game, as you say. I remember when I first got this game, and the copy I'm playing of this game in this Let's Play is this very same copy one of my parents bought me. I believe it had its box and manual when I first bought it, but to this day I've only been able to find the cartridge or cart, whatever you like to call them. And we bought it from a boot fair well before COVID-19 kicked off, and it's been in my collection ever since. So yeah, I forward to get a nice little Let's Play done on this, because alright, maybe in certain regimes Christmas time isn't exactly a happy time for me, but at least I can do is put something on YouTube to help you guys and girls get through this situation. So when I got this game, I played it a fair bit. I got relatively far. I probably completed it about, say maybe about 2-3 times over the course of my life. Including this will probably be like the 4th time I've ever completed it, but I never really had the formality to the hardware to actually film coherent and decent game footage till now, so that's a plus. Oh, and if any of you guys and girls and old school gamers and retro collectors for all ages wondering how I got this phenomenal game footage, I got this game footage by way of getting a little device with help from a friend of mine called a AV to HDMI adapter. What this essentially does is basically hooks up an AV cable to an HDMI and tricks the AV into thinking it can coexist and work with HDMI. I am Catwoman, hear me roar. Why is Catwoman saying that at this point in the game? I know I appreciate that games tend to differ a lot in how the movies go. That's fine, but I just find it amusing, like that they turn up in that she says it during this fight. In the movie, she didn't say this during this fight. She actually says that very remark sometime after she rescues a very frightened woman in an alleyway in Gotham in the wrong place at the wrong time from a mugger. And after roughing up the mugger, she then says that exact line to a woman, I am Catwoman, hear me roar, before cartwheeling off into the darkness. Yes, Rose. Michelle Pfeiffer was Catwoman, Danny DeVito was the Penguin, and Batman's original actor was Michael Keaton was back to play Bruce Wayne and the Caped Crusader one last time. Catwoman can be a very nefarious, cheap boss battle when she does that speedy move just then. It's practically almost unpredictable and impossible to decipher what part of the screen she'll whiz along. Down, kitty. Saved by a kitty litter. That's one way of putting it, miss. The Penguin and Catwoman form a diabolical plan to trap Batman. We need to talk. Well, maybe a trip, but I've got a clean house. All missing now is the power signs when blooming. I'll lay him out like the 60s Batman. Biff, pow, kablam. Well, don't know, raining men, it's raining clowns. One, two, three, floor. You're gonna fall on the floor. Come and try it. I will knock you down. Don't even know where he even tried to fight the Batman. Look, he's had escapades a lot. He's had about absolute eons of experience in combat, fighting styles. And they keep sicking the Clown Brigade all over me as if they think they're going to accomplish anything. Yeah. To live in exterior, Batman's just an ordinary man, but I think that's something that makes him both appealing and, dare I say, very relatable. Yeah, with Superman it takes kryptonite being brought into the equation to even get anywhere, and then someone getting the better of him. With Batman, he has to be up on his game 50,000%, if not even more so. 50 million% even, like, he has to, even in training sessions, he has to go above and beyond the curvature of his training regime and levels, asking probably the impossible beyond impossible, or what his body's daily limits are throughout his age. Because as long as he can do the job, there's no such thing as an age badge being the common denominator to say what he can and can't do. Because for the Batman, it's not just about the promise he made to his two dying parents in an alleyway when he was 8 years old and 9, when they were gunned down over nothing. There's no rhyme or reason. It was more than that. There was a see to it once and for all that what was done to him would never happen to anyone else again. At least if he could help it. But another thing that makes him quite a compelling character in my book is the fact that he's not the kind of person to offer up information unless he thinks it's absolutely necessary. He's a person who would rather stay aloof rather than team up with many given characters. I mean, if he had the opportunity, he'd even give Richard Dick Grayson, aka the original Robin, a wide berth for as much as he could. Not so much because he resents him as a colleague fighting crime shoulder to shoulder, but because he doesn't. Batman, both as Batman and Bruce, Batman knows full well the risks of the trade and what go with it. He's survived a megaton of training regimes around the world, and criminology and many other things. Gotta go, girl talk. And Intriguing character. Get down here, penguin. Where the fudge does he get all those umbrellas from? Oh, I guess no disrespect to David Tennant, but I guess the Doctor wasn't the only one whose pockets were bigger on the inside. Oof. Blimey, how many umbrellas has this guy got? Did the Umbrella Corporation have anything to do with this? I swear, in all honesty, I just don't see. I honestly don't think. I can't think of any. I swear, there's just no stratagem to this fight. You just got to do the best you can in the fight, and hope you can take him out before he. But sets you back so many continues under the ground before you know what's happened. Thankfully, I got this game set on 7 continues. Otherwise, well, I'm a bit. Yeah, well, I'm not sure. I'll be amazed if anyone beat it without 7 continues. Because you're gonna need every one of your little back continues to get through horrendous boss fights like this. This isn't the last time we're going to encounter him, unfortunately. We've got at least 2 more confrontations with the penguin. Pardon me. The citizens are shocked as they see Batman push the Ice Princess off the building. However, not everything is as it seems. Now, there are numerous difficulty settings one can play this on. Hard mode and mania probably some of the most tedious difficulty settings to play this on. While I dare say they could be completed on that setting with a lot of tenacious determination and patience, I think the most I've ever finished it on difficulty wise was maybe hard mode and mania. Right. That's Sunday drivers for you. But they don't give up, do they? I want to catch up with your boss in a minute, so it doesn't make any difference, does it? Good blimey. Get out of it. Those little points can be hard to get as well, I mean. The blink of an eye, hard to get, blimey now. For the most part, and then some, I think I've got more chance in dragging a blooming whale for a cat flap than I've got getting all of them at once. Blimey, getting a bit trigger-happy with those guns, don't you think? Way too trigger-happy. Put the guns down and let's talk this over like civilized people, or not. Well, do turn up, won't you, Van? There you go. Then again, I know. Well, this isn't technically Penguin's namesake on the boss enemy health bar. He was technically in that thing, if I remember right, when the movie was, I think it was either in that or some other place where it was going when he was controlling the Batmobile. Yeah, it's just a fun old time. Very fun time. Oh, getting on for endgame, everyone. Well, as good as we will be. The Penguin's true nature is exposed by Batman while addressing the citizens of Gotham City. The Penguin fires on the crowd as he flees to the sewers. His plan to kidnap all of the firstborn sons in Gotham City is initiated. It is up to Batman to save the children. I like how this level's got a very sort of circus slash clown sort of vibe to it. But also it seems to have a very sort of hectic, a very hectic and frantic sort of sound to it in some ways. Blimey. All this because, look, Nearly can't show you my train ticket or train pass if you don't blooming give me a chance to reveal it. So if you're not going to reveal, let me have time to show it to you. Then it looks like we'll have to fight. See, told you. Son of a clown, you're going to get it for that. Come back here, you overgrown flophead. I don't even want to think where he keeps all those Skittles. Just blow me. Well, what's he do? Shrink the blooming. Does he shrink the faffing Skittles down or what? Oh, that ought to be about right. Now put that bomb down, you pop that bomb down, this innocent clown breath. Try that for size. No reason why I'm trying to fight as ferociously as anything is because as this is a retro game, and in every sense of the word, there's no such thing as a save file or function. So, for instance, if you was on one life, right, and you run out of lives, you then are transported back to the game over screen, and then you had to basically restart the level and fight your way through the whole gang of cronies on the train all over again. So that's something I would really rather avoid if I can help it. That's a big help. Time that just right, you can have that knock the guys out instead of you having to take them all on yourself. So the environment hazards can kind of be useful, but as you've seen, they can work against the player as well. So half the time you'll be trying to deal with an enemy, and that'll catch you as well. Should one crop up? Oh boy. Look, here comes the cavalry. Put it down, fella. Blimey. Oh. Drat. We've really got to lay off that crazy kitchen. It's doing nothing for them. Put that blade down before you hurt someone, you silly belly. Yeah, I will take that, thank you very much. Don't mind if I do. Really don't mind if I do. Alright, so journey's end and then some. No. This guy isn't too bad if you can just keep him from getting too far away from you. You don't be fooled by that camera, that long old school camera. If he gets too far away, we'll actually either hit you with a club like that, or sorry, use it like a club to thump you one, or he'll use it as a gun basically to try to shoot you from a long way away. Now that is something you can use to your advantage again, if you're careful, because the gun array time guy out of the way in record time, and it will actually hurt the minions who aid him in fighting you. So that's something to take into serious consideration. Right now. Ooh. Not sure if that guy did me a favour or not there, but I'm not exactly in a good situation. Too close, just missed me. Not by much, but just faffing well. Oh, okay, no, not that time. So you see that gun array does a frick ton of damage if it hits you. Sometimes just being a bit brutal against the enemies a good way to get through them, but yeah. Don't like dodge bullets, dodge bullet at this rate. Yeah. Come here. Come here, you sod. I'll teach you to frickin' bring a gun to a fight. Right, okay. What's next, everyone? After stopping the circus train, Batman heads for the Penguin's hideout, Arctic World, at the old Gotham Zoo. Finally, the Penguin will pay for his treachery. Couldn't have said it better myself. Scene 7, the Penguin's lair. So, without final ado, dear Bat fans, this is the final level of the game. I've got plentiful continues, so even if I really do lose a continue against, say, one of the bosses, it doesn't matter. Because I've got plentiful continues. Oh, that's another thing I forgot to mention, speaking of continues. So, if you're in the middle of a boss fight and you run out of continues, even if you end up at the game over screen, don't worry. Because that's one thing they got quite right with this game. So if you run out of continues during a boss fight, instead of having to be expected to replay the whole level again and get right back to where you were with fighting the boss, you'll actually restart at the boss fight with a max load of continues. And with one accord giving you a higher chance in beating the boss. that you may have been a bit short on continues with before. I like the fact that they didn't overuse the Catwoman and Penguin fights, because I think that would have been too exasperating and way too silly if we had to keep fighting them again and again. Catwoman you only fight twice, and that you only fight her two times exactly. Once on level 3 on the PROWL, and again just before you fight Penguin on level 4, the Penguin's Trap. Penguin, you fight him about... he's one of the few bosses in the game you fight about 3 or 4 times. Was it 4 times? Let me just check that. It says... there's the first confrontation on the roof, that's 1. No, sorry, tell lie. You fight him exactly 3 times at... no. There's one on the roof. Yeah. Over the course of the game, you fight Penguin approximately 3 times. First on the roof, where we fought him. Second astride a particular duck-esque device in battle with you. And third and finally, in a one-to-one confrontation, no interference from benevolent minions or anyone from the Triangle Circus gang. There's a one-on-one battle to the finish between you and him. To the finish. And it was only fair in a way, because I mean that's the way it was in the film. Yeah, I'm not expecting every game to be exactly like the movie, but there's times when it can follow the movie but still not do it too much and be a credit to it, and then there's other times when it can be a bit too much. And when the penguins fire missiles, they can be very tedious to watch out for and avoid. Yeah, just how he missed me with that swipe, I don't faff it. No. You know, even I knew it wasn't going to last very long against that. See, on one continue now. But run out. Now, while what I said about the boss fight does stand if you make it to the boss and you run out continues, the same can't be said if you run out continues during an actual level. As I said, if you run out continues during an actual level, you had to begin right from the start of the level and fight your way through all the cronies and minions and enemies all over again. So hopefully I can just hold out a little longer until I get to the boss. We're not too fussed if I do run out of health fighting the boss, because at least then I'll just come back to him after that, so that would be better. A lot better. Lockdown better, in fact. Pardon me. Get out of it, you little twit. Come on then, you break pillocks. I'm ready for you. Lucky shot, pal. Lucky hit. Get out of it. Oh. Nice in some ways that they're actually playing music from the movie. This was actually one of the sort of musical numbers from the movie. when Penguin was actually launching these penguins to attack Gotham by remote control. So this is the second confrontation with the Penguin in this duck thing. Well, put it down, fella. We had to fight. I don't know how to do it, but I had to protect the citizens of Gotham City. So you have to stop doing this. Yeah. I swear there's just no strategy to this. You just got to keep just being persistent, hitting him. Frickin' even if you get out of the way of that, you still frickin' get hit, which is stupid. You just can't. There's no way to avoid that. It gets you every frickin' time. And that's probably the only time it doesn't do it. But again, look, nearly got me. It just doesn't give you the time frame to get out of the way. Right. Right, so if I get to this, as I got to this bit, if I die, run out continues, it'll start me back at this boss fight again. With more than enough continues to polish off this waddling git. Get back here, you inbred bird. I hate it when he does this. It's about as annoying as the Catwoman fight when he does this, because it's okay, well, I'm going to the game over screen. Hello, Michelle Pfeiffer. Alright, bring it on. Bring it on, you great prick. Come down here and fight me like a man, you blooming, you inbred waddling bird of criminal brothers. Waddling bird of foul play criminal brothers. Boy, I have a lot of fun sending you up the river, you bird of a filthy feather. Now put the gun down, or the umbrella down. Well, if we went for these tube things, there'd be no way to stop him doing that. Well, maybe there's a possible pattern to that, but then when he goes into this, his manoeuvres are so erratic, he can't really do anything. Although this just brings him down to my level, so it makes it a bit more, not so much any less tedious, but faffing yeah, tedious enough. I'm gonna make you eat that umbrella when I do get my hands on it. Well, how's that not hitting him? I should have hit him and it didn't. Faffing battering. Dang it, down to 3 lives. Come on, Michael Keaton, it's now or never. Let's finish this. One more into the breach and all that. Let's get him. Get back here, you umbrella wielding dolt. I'm going to enjoy knocking those all around it. Yeah. Must have been a scumbag boss to fight. Penguin. Your reign of terror is over. At last, Batman has defeated the Penguin. Peace has returned. Until the next time, the dark forces rise to harm the fair people of Gotham City. Well, that was my Let's Play of Batman Returns for the Super Nintendo, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you all enjoyed this as much as I did. It's one I've been meaning to Let's Play and upload for quite a few Christmases to come, even before now. I'm not even going to attempt trying to read some of the tongue twister names of the designers who worked on this game, because I'm not going to be able to pronounce them properly, so why even attempt it? Well, thank you for watching this Let's Play, everyone, and I'm just gonna let you enjoy the ending credits. Until next time, the Elite Gamer out.